Good morning. How is everyone? Just to start off with a couple of housekeeping items. One, this is being recorded. We will make it available as part of an addendum. And two, it looks like 3 of our attendees use AI note-taking apps. We right now have not authorized entrance for the AI apps. If you have a specific need for it, please let us know. The city typically does not allow those types of apps to be used because it creates a public record that, quite frankly, we do not have access to. So we cannot be in a position of creating public records that we cannot provide if someone were to ask for it. So for those of you who have those or are using those tools, do you have a specific reason why those need to be admitted to the meeting? Anyone?
Hey, Linda, this is Teddy with Concourse. I think one of them was mine. It doesn't need to be admitted. It's no problem. I appreciate it.
Okay. Do you know if yours was AI Note Taker, Fireflies, or Read.ai?
AI note taker was me. Yep.
AI Note Taker, thank you. So we're going to reject that one. And I still have a Fireflies.ai and a Read.ai meeting. All right. Well, I'm not hearing any requests to or need for a request for accommodation to include those. So we're just going to leave those 2 AI note-taking systems in the lobby. We have a new person joining us. Again, if someone needs access to that, please let us know. In terms, the other note-taking piece is this is being, I think I already mentioned this. This is being recorded for addendum purposes, so you will have access to it afterwards. I'm happy you all have joined us today. My name is Linda Painter. I'm the Director of Planning and Development for the city. And with that, we're going to start with introductions of our team, and then we're going to ask each of you to introduce yourselves as well. So I'm going to kick it off over to Rachel.
Great. Good morning. Thank you, everyone. My name is Rachel Schuler. I am the Director of Housing and Neighborhood Services for the City of Wilmington, and I will pass it over to Travis.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Travis Henley. I'm the Comprehensive Planning and Urban Design Manager for the City of Wilmington, and I'll pass it to Haley.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Haley Hopkins. I'm a Planner 1 with our Comprehensive Planning and Urban Design team. And I will pass it on to Trip.
Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Trip Kennedy, Senior Business Systems Analyst. I'll be working with the IT department and supporting Linda and Rachel and their department members through this implementation. I will kick it to Dylan.
Hey, Dylan Lee, Corporate Affairs. Just work with community engagement, trying to make sure citizens know what we're doing and they like us.
All right, and that leaves Amy and John. Amy.
Hi, yes, my name is Amy Willis. I'm the communications manager for the City of Wilmington. So I work with Dylan in the communications office.
All right, and last but not least, John Del Sordo.
Hey, how's it going? I'm John Del Sordo. I'm the MPA fellow in City of Wilmington and just here to learn.
All right. And with that, I am actually going to turn it over to Haley. Haley is going to be the contact for any questions that you have before submitting a proposal on this RFP.
Did we want to do introductions for our vendors?
Oh, yes. Thank you, Haley. Thank you for the reminder. Let me pull up participants here. All right. I'm just going to go in alphabetical order as it shows on my screen. So Beth Vinson.
Hi, good morning. I'm Beth Vinson. I'm President and CEO of Origami Software Solutions. We reside in Norfolk, Virginia, and we will be bidding on the solicitation for the City of Wilmington. Thank you.
Thank you. And Beth, it looks like Fireflies.ai note taker is associated with you. Are you good with us not including that in this session?
Yes, it joins automatically. I apologize.
That's okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Dwayne Donaldson.
Good morning. I'm Dwayne Donaldson. I am Chief Operating Officer with Just Solutions, and I am also a prospective bidder.
All right, thank you. We have public input.
Good morning. My name is James Windish. I represent Public Input, a community engagement platform headquartered in Raleigh, North Carolina, and we will be submitting a proposal. Thank you.
All right, Sam Khan.
Yeah, hi, this is Sam Khan. I'm from Origami Software Solution. I'm the account manager over here.
All right, thank you. Teddy Smythe.
Hey folks, good to see you. Teddy Smythe here with Concourse. We're based in New York. I'm from Augusta, Georgia, and very excited to submit a response here.
All right, and Vanchika.
Yeah, hi, my name is Vanshika Punjabi and I'm a client relations specialist in Origami Software Solutions.
All right. And did I miss anyone? All right. With that, thank you for that reminder, Haley, and I'm now officially turning it over to you.
All right, I'm gonna try to share my screen here. Let's see. All right, can everyone see a presentation here?
Yes.
Yes, Haley, thanks.
Perfect. Hoping my notes aren't showing on the screen. If they are, so sorry.
They are
so
not.
Perfect. We wanted to start with just a few slides to go over kind of a little bit about Wilmington, our objectives, the challenges we're facing, and what we hope to solve with this software, along with kind of our process and timeline expectations. So a few things about Wilmington. Our population's give or take 125,000 residents. We're on the coast. So we're by a few popular North Carolina beaches, so we do experience some higher summer tourism. Our population is mostly white or Caucasian, with Black or African American second to that. Most of our residents do speak English, with Spanish coming in second to English. We are home to a UNC location, UNCW, and we have a community college here as well. Most of our population is either aging or retiring or young adult. So our project objectives. So we're really just looking to reach more people, increase our efficiency, and improve the effectiveness of our engagement practices. And we identified engagement software as an invaluable tool for doing this. Really, we want to increase accessibility for our residents to provide input by creating more ways to engage, more opportunities to provide input, easy project tracking, and kind of offer a hub where residents can see the full picture by accessing multiple projects at once. And seeing all the initiatives we have going on in one space. Additionally, we are looking to kind of streamline our workflows for our staff to improve our consistency and make it easier to provide our engagement practices. Last thing to note, we are piloting this initiative with 2 departments. So Planning, Development, and Housing Neighborhood Service would start this initiative with the intention to expand to other departments in the future. Some of the challenges we're hoping to overcome. So we do a lot of like paper surveying or in-person activities that have to be manually entered by staff, which is difficult for staff timing. And there's kind of that accuracy concern. There's a margin of error when you're entering 100 paper surveys, as we all know. We'd like to integrate this into our website so we can offer better two-way communication. We're really one-sided right now, where we're offering information to residents online, but not a place to engage in the same place. We'd like to be able to translate our materials. We do not have the internal capacity to do this at the moment, so our website translates automatically, but the materials within it do not. Additionally, residents aren't really able to track kind of the process of a project because staff is updating it manually, adding in that data, adding in updates to project websites as we go, so it's not easy for staff or residents to track. And next, project timeline. So the RFP was published on October 27th, and then we are here today at our pre-proposal vendor teleconference. Pre-proposal questions are due to me, Haley Hopkins, by November 19th at 5 p.m. Responses to these questions will be published as an addendum on the advertisement on November 25th. The proposal due date is December 11th at 3 p.m. and proposals should be submitted to Christine Kareem. We will evaluate those over a 2-week period, and at the end of that period, we will notify our shortlist vendors and set up some vendor demonstrations. Lastly, just to go over some of the resources within the RFP and places to find the forms. On that first page, you'll see a full list of forms with more information on these forms beginning on page 20 of the RFP. So all of these forms are fillable links, so you should be able to open them, download them, and just click directly on them to include your responses and save and send them along to Christine Kareem via email. The information on this middle process begins on page 18 of the RFP. And should be submitted with the subject line you see here on the screen.
Thank you, Haley. And I realized we forgot one major introduction, which is Ariantel Fullwood, who is also a buyer with our purchasing department. Sorry about that, Ariantel. All right.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
And then the only other thing I would just add to Haley is she noted this is a pilot project between Housing and Neighborhood Services and Planning and Development. We are two departments that, as you can imagine, do a fair amount of outreach. We have specifically included in the RFP that we do want the ability for other departments to kind of test pilot this platform. With the goal of really getting buy-in. As Haley said, we'd like to see this go enterprise-wide. In order to do that, we're going to need something where they can also have the ability to use it themselves, to see the value in it, and hopefully make that case both to the rest of the organization. And with that, we'll open it up to questions.
Hey, folks,
Public,
this is Seti. Oh, sorry. You go.
sorry.
You go.
Yeah, public input had a hand raised, so I'm going to go with them first, but then we'll go to you, Teddy.
All right, thank you. I just have a basic question. So what advice would you give to vendors to create the most useful and relevant proposal for your team?
I think one, obviously, it is a software RFP. It's a very robust RFP, and it ended up being around 50 pages. Making sure that you hit the requirements of that RFP, but then also, you do have the ability to add attachments and really showcase, what your product can do. But, again, take every requirement that's in that RFP seriously, particularly filling out and giving us the most information possible on those general functional and technical requirements, and adding notes if you need to. Trip, do you have anything to add on that, or Rachel or Haley, anyone?
Just general technology related security stuff. If there's any need to know information that an IT department would need to know, making sure that we can support access to the software and things like that. So just application security features and functionality and things like that. Sometimes that stuff gets overlooked. Showing all the bells and whistles, just making sure that there's anything like that that's a need to know item for IT, making sure that it's listed.
Roger that. Thank you very much.
And I actually, Trip, that generated something for me, and I'll have ask Amy Willis to jump in if I get anything wrong here. I know it is in our, I think in the technical requirements, but WCAG 2.1 AA compliance. And that is critical for us. Our municipality is over 50,000 people. Our compliance deadline for our digital platforms is going to be April of 2026. So making sure that your product is compliant, both in terms of the product itself, as well as how it handles uploads and documents, and things of that nature. Anything to add to that, Amy?
No, I think you covered it. I think, yeah, that's just top of mind for us right now. So making sure that that is in compliance would definitely be a priority for us.
And just to kind of echo the same thing, Linda and Rachel did a good job putting that document together. I think in the attachment section, there's a nice punch list that kind of gives general and technical requirements. So be sure to check that out.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yep. Teddy?
Hey, thanks. I had a few quick questions. One of the features listed was managing hosting focus groups. Could you talk a little bit more about what y'all are looking around that feature in particular? Are you looking for like sourcing of participants or just the ability to hold a focus group on the platform?
I'm going to defer to Haley on that. I believe it's the latter, but I'll let her confirm.
I'd say we're looking for both, kind of being able to group people by common interests or organizations that they're involved in to hold those focus groups on more narrow topics. Does that make sense?
Cool. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's helpful. One of the things you mentioned was paper surveys. I can spit this in writing too, but would it be possible to have some examples of the paper surveys that you're currently collecting?
Yes. Haley, I believe we still have them from the last round of engagement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Linda, I'll pull some too that we've used in the past. They're a little older and outdated, but yeah, you just to get the idea of what we do, especially when from a housing and neighborhood services, we're talking about like our consolidated plan and things like that. They're going to be pretty similar. So just to get that idea.
Thank you. That'd be really helpful. And then two more, sorry. But
That's okay.
are you open to use of AI tooling within the software? Have you tested any AI use cases here, and would you be open to it?
So Trip, I'm going to ask you to jump in. The city is actually in the process of developing an AI policy. So I would not say, I wouldn't say that we're opposed. I think we're still in the exploratory mode of how we use AI, but I'm going to see if any of my teammates have any additional information they can provide on that front.
I would echo the same thing Linda said. Teddy catching us at an interesting time in the org. We're definitely open-minded to it, but right now we're kind of just tiptoeing carefully. So again, those are decisions above our level of influence. But yeah, we're open to checking out all the corners of functionality that you would be able to offer. But can't really commit to what we would be ready to use at this time, if that makes sense.
Thanks. That's helpful. We can include it as an option, but not as the main thing. And then my last question, I'm just really curious, have y'all demoed a platform like this before or tested it out? Or is this sort of coming from a new need for the city?
We have not, in terms of testing out a platform, no. So I would say we've definitely had presentations from vendors in the past talking about what this is. It has been on a list for my department for a few years. But it's something that when we start looking at new software in the city, it goes through a process, and it took a few years to get that process to where they were ready to say yes. If you try to fund this, we'll support that initiative. So I think really the need is just coming from the amount of outreach we do and recognizing that we live in a digital world. And if you can apply for a mortgage online and never, meet in person with somebody to buy a house, chances are you probably expect that you can provide input to your community and to your government about what's important to you and, what you're hoping for without having to come to an in-person meeting.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's all my questions. Thank you.
All right, I'm not seeing any other hands raised. Do we have any other questions from anyone present? Dwayne.
Yeah, I had a question regarding the surveys. How are you expecting the system to handle the manual survey entry? Is it going to be manual? I mean, they scanned in, or how are you expecting the system to handle that?
So what we're looking for, hopefully, is a system that can handle essentially if those surveys are scanned in, that the system is taking the first crack at taking that information and it being able to read what is being submitted and saying, okay, here it is. Obviously, we expect some human touch.
Right.
But that it's taking the first step as compared to right now, as Haley mentioned, it is literally a manual entry of every freehand comment that we get. And again, I'm going to kick it to Haley to see if she has anything to add.
I don't have anything to add. That's exactly in line with what I think we're expecting.
Okay, I did have one more question too.
Okay.
Regarding the what am I looking for? I had them written down. I'm trying to find which because you answered some of them already. Oh, the reporting. Will the city require dashboards or periodic reporting?
I believe we're looking for dashboards. We want for us understanding in real time who's participating, what we're seeing. That helps us to adjust. So if it's just a periodic report that we are getting every month or every quarter, I'm not sure that's going to help us meet our needs of being able to adjust our approach. So one example of that, and again, I'll ask Haley to jump in at any point, is with our latest big project, one of the things that we were able to find was that our electronic survey participants tended to be of one demographic and from different areas and so that really helped her team focus in on, okay, if our digital participants represent this demographic, we know who we're missing, and that allowed us to focus our in-person outreach in different ways.
Thank you.
Yep.
That's all I had.
Haley, did you have anything to add on that?
No, I think that was a great answer, Linda.
All right. Any other questions? Vanshika?
Yes, I have one question. In the evaluation criteria, there are 5 points allocated for MBE, WBE, DB participation. Could you please confirm if a company that is currently in process of obtaining MBE certification would still qualify this point?
I am going to pass that to Ariental.
Can you repeat the question for me?
Sure. In the evaluation criteria, there are 5 points allocated for MBE, WBE, DB participation. Could you please confirm if a company that is currently in process of obtaining MBE certification would still qualify for those points?
We use the NCDOT and we also use Hub. I can send you that information if you need it.
Thank you very much.
All right. Other questions? All right. Well, thank you very much for participating today. And as a reminder, we will post this recording as an addendum for folks to rely on. And please get your questions in to Haley by the deadline that was specified. I think Haley, is it the 2 weeks from today?
I believe so.
Pull that schedule up real quick.
Yes. Yes, November 19th at 5 p.m. And then questions will be answered by November 25th.
So there you go. I will ask you to bear with us. One of the things that we did notice was that our plan is to evaluate the proposals within the first couple of weeks. As you'll notice, that ends on Christmas Day. So, depending on how many proposals we receive, it may take us more time than that. And there may be, particularly with the holidays there. So, but we will be in touch. And if there are no further questions, we are going to end this meeting. And I thank you all for participating.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
All.